Welcome back to the With Chat podcast. My name is Playboy Christian.
My name is Nick, and this is the We Have Chat
Chat
podcast.
podcast. Yeah, man, we're back again with another episode. But for some reason, this week, you guys, I'm back in my
In your words,
just back in my vibes, vibing women,
mm.
playboying again.
uh,
I'm practicing.
you're getting back into that era.
And my pen is sharp. You witnessed.
Really have fans everywhere, bro. It's there. It's there.
I'm sharpening my pen. You get, but sometimes when I write that shit,
That's what you be thinking.
no, but you get no. Sometimes,
Because sometimes
sometimes.
sometimes you can be. I don't know. I don't know where your head goes to.
Mm.
But it's like you're trying to be poetic and shit. Bro.
No, I'm not trying to be poetic, but I think about this an entertainment
Mm.
like perspective I have. So I'm like, bro, I don't want to come off as this thirsty nigga. I just want to come off as okay, this thirsty nigga, but funny and entertaining. You understand? Like I want the babe to be anticipating my texts. Some shit like that.
She doesn't know what's going to come next.
Hey, something like
that.
you have to entertain.
But I was mushed like.
I know, wallahi, like you have to put the entertainment part in the texts.
Mm.
It's one thing I've learned. When you put some entertainment, at least even though things don't work out, she's closer to you.
Oh,
Sure.
and how? What's the success rate? What's the success rate?
Success rate is it works. It works. I have one that it has worked on. One,
You still talk to them, eh?
I still now. I can't call them right now. So
Come,
it works.
come.
Anyways, man, how was your week?
Man, my week was calm. Oh, it's always calm.
Mm.
At uni, it's always calm. There's no. You can have like those bad days, but like they don't last long. Like everything is always calm. I was Eid right last week. I didn't get any invite.
No one invited us.
Didn't get any invite. I went home.
Mm.
Whatever it's the Megu at home. Came back like Sunday. It's been calm the whole time. Maybe I went to a club the other week.
How was
calm.
that?
It was calm. It was good. It was good. I went there.
Was it not the same week? It was
Actually, it was
yeah,
last week. Yeah, Thursday. I went there with Leboti's chairman.
Bro, I feel like you're the
The same guy there. He was a guest here. It's Leboti's chairman. I went with him. Which day?
It's like you're the only guy whose night was dead. Everyone
Me-
else that
me-
I talked to that night
Me,
was
me.
like,
Okay,
bro, that night was
That
good.
day I went out because
Mm.
it was like an escape for me from something. There's something I was trying to avoid.
Mm.
Yeah, like my mind wasn't like set. So I was trying to like get my. I wanted to just change environment
Mm.
and see if my mind can be able to
Like what?
reset, but it didn't work because that day was dead. Like
Dead
things
as
were
in
things were like like you have that day where like
where things are
things
not,
are not moving
yeah.
well. Like when you talk to people, like the conversations are not flowing. Like nothing. is
Conversations are
flowing.
dead.
So I was like, man, let me just go. Maybe and I listen to music and maybe catch some wins. my mood would change. But I reached there. Okay, we reached at the table. Yeah, actually where we were. Then there were some chicks who were next to us. Some other guy.
Mm.
But like the chicks were like showing like they were all vibed up. They came for vibes and rubs and stuff.
Yeah.
But for some reason we kind of scattered. So when all that happened, man, even me, I just went out, sat for a while. I think I spent an hour and a half at the club. Then I came back.
It's like going to a club and getting depressed inside the club and moving out.
It was only 1 hour and a half, man. But
You guys stopped going out, bro. Last time I was out, you guys first sat down and realized, bro. I don't know if I've told this story before. Some babe was telling me lies, you guys. In the middle of vibes, guys are vibing, guys are dancing. For you realize, bro, things are not adding up.
what did that
If-
they tell you?
You first sit down.
What did they tell you?
I won't say, but you guys.
Or you sketch when you watch the pod and
She doesn't watch the pod, but like, bro.
say it.
Sat down and
Yes.
moved out.
Yeah.
I moved out. I went to sleep by 10.
Mm.
I went to
10?
sleep- 10. 10.
What time did
It
you
was
go?
10. It was the last Shark League.
That was in the club.
Okay, it
That
wasn't the
outside.
club, but
Okay,
like it was outside. Guys were vibing. I think I was back in uni by like 11. 11, you guys. I gave up on the club, bro.
Right, the Shark League this
This Sunday.
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 You can come through. It's always.
Guys are going to. Wait, where is it?
It's always nice. City High, right?
No, it's not at City High.
Where?
We changed venue
To where?
to I don't know. Some place in Bugolobi.
Uh, in Bugolobi,
Yeah, Bugolobi.
and this weekend is going to be active. There's
There's
Shark League,
Pluto.
there's Pluto
There's
on Friday,
Pluto.
27th. You guys should come.
Okay, there's a boy of mine that got a ticket for Pluto, but now he wants to give it out because apparently he feels like he's going to be the only guy there. Like he doesn't have like a group, he's going to
Mm.
be with. So
She or he.
he. So
If it was a she, we'd tell her to come. Come chill with me. But it's a he. It's okay.
Yeah,
Let him.
so-
Now he's going to give. He's going to sell his ticket, or he's going to give it out.
I think he's going to just give it out. But like I've seen a lot of. I want to see if the Pluto thing works out because I've seen a lot of like hype on social media about it. Blah blah. Guys from the UK are posting. So I want to see. I want to see.
Mm.
I want to see how crazy it's. How crazy what?
Hey, the Nick Grounds. That's where Shark League is. You know the Nick Grounds. You know that team, Nick, down for UPDF.
Hey,
That's where it's going to be.
wait, where is the
Bogolovi.
Bugolobi? Okay.
Grounds.
Let's come. How was my week? Last week, coursework. We started doing coursework. Thursday, okay. Thursday we went to some girls' hostel over Juliana Hostel.
You have friends there. Let me tell you, I do not know a single person in that hostel at all, bro.
Christabel sleeps there, so
Who's Christabel?
we had on a pod.
Oh shit. My bad, but still.
No,
like,
we had on the
but like,
pod when
okay, a
Vianney
person-
was
yeah,
was
exactly.
He was
I
still
don't know.
here.
I don't know a person. I don't know anyone in a personal level that sleeps there. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
better.
But I think either Wednesday, I don't remember what day, but there was that day where we did Mary Stewart in the evening.
The campaign stuff.
The campaign stuff. That was good. And then we went to Juliana. So for some reason, for some reason, I would knock at door, and then her babe opens. And bro, at some point, it felt like practice. You guys, I've never been so calm talking to a woman in my life. Well, maybe because at the back of my head, I had no ulterior motive.
Mm.
You get a nice babe would open, but you've come for business.
So you
Come for business. So you just do the business of that day and move away.
Are you sure you're doing that?
Well, but I was so calm, you guys.
Please, yeah.
I was
Tell
so
me
calm.
something else.
I was
Tell me
so
there was
calm.
some time when you were.
No, you said, let me tell you, guys. There are so many stories that are floating around.
Let me chat to you. They told me. What they told me? They told
Uh-huh.
me you were at some room. You reached a room and you say asking the chick about
No,
how.
about
Okay.
what? No,
I want to
about-
be exposed. Like you diverted from the cause.
I did. I diverted from
You
the
look
cause a bunch.
diverted from the cause.
But you get when there was, but at Hans was the crazy part. You guys, Hans there was a babe that opened the door. Okay, she had eyes. So I'm talking to the babe. I'm talking to her babe. So I'm done campaigning.
So when you asked
Her
her,
door is still open and she's still looking at me.
Mhm.
And in that moment of weakness, I felt like I asking her for her number, but something said, "Relax, we are here campaigning."
so you didn't ask for a number.
I didn't, but there's a homeboy of mine. He would write his number on
They
the
told me also.
on the caposta.
You guys had to go and do business, but you went to the other ulterior motives, man.
And I'm serious. I'm serious about this. But like, guys were practicing. But apparently, babes, when you're campaigning, don't like niggas who are thirsty.
Exactly. Like
Mm.
you find a person there.
Me, I'm not thirsty. Good thing I'm not thirsty.
I thought you said you are.
No, I say I'm a thirsty nigga, but like I'm calm. I tell them this is what we are doing. This is what we want to do for you, and then I move out. Simple. I'm not thirsty. Like like bad thirsty.
Okay. What's the bad thirsty like?
Bad thirsty. Like bro, like she opens her door, and bro, some babes would open their doors, and you're like, she's bad, bro.
Uh-huh.
You're starstruck because of how bad she is. And then, bro, immediately, instead of even saying anything about the candidate, you first ask what her name is. You first, you go in the other direction immediately. I wouldn't even ask these babes what their names were.
You just go
I'll
straight to the
just
point.
go there and introduce myself and tell them this is our candidate. This is what we're trying to do.
Guys, vote for Chaja Peter Clive. Guys, Chaja Peter Clive.
So that,
Makere guys.
I would go there, introduce myself, and
Mm.
say this and this. This is our candidate. This is what we're trying to do. And yeah, man.
Yeah.
But like, bro, some guys would like go on a crazier tangent. But when we had Julian, there's a boy of ours. I think he has a baby. Has always had a crush on.
Julian, eh?
You
So
get-
then what did he do?
you would there were places you'd reach and you knock, and babes refused to open. But bro, this guy refused. He knocked, he knocked, he knocked. These babes were clearly inside having like doing some shit on a Thursday night, like about game night. It was a bunch of bad babes inside the room. Doing, bro, I didn't know Julie. You guy, Olympia doesn't have nice babes. Wallahi. Olympia doesn't have. No, I want to be like
No, it's first line.
Olympia is overrated. Olympia is overrated.
Uh-huh.
The bad babes are in the following places. Mary Stewart has bad babes. Juliana has bad babes. On a scale of like 1 to 10, at least most of the doors I opened, you guys, 8 out of 10 times the babe was bad.
Hmm.
8 out of 10 times the babe was bad. But like you guys, so this guy now he knew where this babe sleeps. I don't know, maybe he stalks her on some weird shit. But he knew where the babe sleeps. So this guy knocks. The babes refuse to open. He stays and knocks and knocks. And then he brings our candidate and the candidate knocks. You know, our candidate has like a deep voice, he's like the sexy male candidate in the race. So the guy's like, ladies, so they open.
Yeah.
So just so this guy can see the babe. Just so you can see the babe, you guy.
Did he talk to them?
Of course our candidate talked
No,
to
like
the
as
babe.
in that
This-
guy.
Of course the guy was behind the candidate, you guys.
He's just there looking around, looking on.
He tried to touch the hands and you know how shit goes.
Yeah.
But that was a nice experience. You guys, it sharpens you up. Sharpens your pain.
Yeah, that's why you said what's it called? That's why at the beginning of the pod you're like you feel like you're getting back into your Playboy era.
Okay.
Like you feel like you're getting back into that zone. You feel
Maybe that
Because
was
of
the
that experience.
that was the motivation last week. But this
Uh-huh.
week it's just because of
we're not allowed to say names here, man. But,
because of
yeah.
it's because of you.
Shout out, you know who. Shout out. I hope you're watching this. But anyways, man. But
Anyways.
that
That was a camp experience, you guys. It was a camp experience. It was a camp experience. But you guys, on the weekend, you guys, I just had an epiphany, you guys, as day,
Mhm.
and I realized, you guys, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a lion in the jungle or some shit, you guys.
Wait. What do you say? So what's up?
Cause man, like, bro, for some reason I like chasing babes. Like I'm so motivated to chase a babe where I know I don't have a chance.
Oh, like
Like you
it's-
don't have a chance
but you
here,
still-
but you, bro.
it's like
but like when-
it's like
but
Loki. Should I say fetish?
A fetish or some shit like that, you
Yeah.
get. But when you know you have a chance, bro, then the fear of like fumbling creeps in.
When
Creeps in, cause then you know you have to like live up to the expectation that this person has for you. But when you know you don't stand a chance,
you just go and throw whatever you
Yeah.
have at all.
yeah.
Anyways,
That was the epiphany you guys had.
so
Cause like, bro, and I was like, bro, do I have a problem? Wasn't I loved as a kid? Wasn't I loved as a kid? Because, bro, why are you chasing women who won't give you a chance at the beginning? You have to first put in a lot of effort. But the ones that will give you a chance at the beginning, you don't even want to fuck with them, no matter how bad they are.
man, I don't know. Maybe it's lucky, but you know, lucky. It's like it's everything has an advantage and a disadvantage. It
Mm.
helps you like keep hardworking and stuff. You get because you're always putting
But
in the
you guys,
work.
have you ever fucked with a babe who doesn't like you and she's toxic?
And she's toxic.
Her shit is nasty, eh?
Yeah.
It's nasty work. Okay,
He's supposed to also play the same cards.
you can, yeah,
Lucky.
but like, bro, it gets to a point where you're like, what am I doing here?
Nah.
But at least for me, it gets to
That's
that
the thing.
point.
The thing about such type of girls is
Mm.
that you know that yes, she's toxic, if you have your moment, you have your moment. When you're done, it's done.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
done.
That's me. I see it's better than having a person that's like clingy as fuck. You get, and you don't feel okay. There's having a person who's clingy as fuck, and you like them, and there's something going on. That's
Mm.
calm. But like a person who's clingy as fuck, you know, from the beginning, it was supposed to just be
What?
a
A
simple,
plaything.
yeah, kind of situationship
Mm.
kind of thing. But then, in okay, obviously, there's people catch feelings and stuff, but like she's just becoming clingy and stuff. And then if you're with another person who's like toxic, you're with her when you're with her. That's it. You do your thing, get down to business, move on. Like life, like it never happened.
You
What would
guys,
you prefer?
I don't know, bro. I'd prefer being with a woman who's clingy. You guys. Toxic babes is
It's
this
not
just
we have
piss me
seen. We have
off.
seen you.
No,
You're a lover
toxic. No,
boy.
I'm a lover. Like you guys, toxic
It's not bad
babes.
to be a lover boy though.
It's good, but
But
like you guys, toxic babes
why?
piss me off.
Why? You
Because
want
bro,
someone. You want someone who's
no,
going to
they
be.
piss me off because there comes a point where like, bro, this baby is also overplaying the game. She's not playing the game in a kawa way, yo.
Guy, you be there Iniesta. You become Iniesta in that midfield.
Let me tell you, some toxic babes
Tiki
are
taka,
also
bro.
a week in real life. You guys like, why are you doing these toxic things to me and yet you're a
You
weak
also be
person?
toxic. You also be toxic.
Ah man, you guys.
Let your toxicity win. You get.
There's I've had that in a battle
Of what?
of toxic and good as always one.
But now for you, I feel like toxic books are not your type, but you keep going for
And
them.
those
I
are
don't
the
even
ones.
know why. It's like you not. It's like you are being allergic to.
Do what?
No, it's like you being lactose intolerant and you
And
don't take milk,
yours,
but you want to
yeah,
keep
yours drink
taking
milk.
yogurt, drinking milk,
Cause
ice cream
it tastes
because
good,
it tastes
but
good.
it
That's
will have a
mad, bro.
nasty
That's
effect
mad.
on you.
Or
Yeah.
maybe you know you're going to bloat after taking milk, but you keep taking it. That's some serious. I don't even know, bro. That's crazy.
Because like when you're having it, it's kawa.
Yeah, it feels
It's
good.
kawa.
It feels good, the rush and everything.
Mhm.
But like the aftermath.
Yeah, there's never an aftermath, you guys. If it's done, you guys. As I was the other week, I was telling guys, you guys, it seems I need to sit niggas down for a course on how to release babes.
Not release babes, like to now to know when to let go.
No, they say it's if you're fucking with a baby and then you guys finally like release each other and then she comes back, then you guys are doing some stuff. It's better for you to release her before she decides to release you. It's better for a nigga to release a baby before.
First,
It's always good. Releasing a baby is good for your mental health, you guys. It's so good for your mental health. I'm telling you.
mm-hmm.
Because bro, like when you finally release a baby, you can be free. You meet her on the way, she looks at you look at her, you're kawa. And yo, babes hate seeing niggas be kawa.
Yeah,
Like kawa, calm about situations. And I'm so calm about situations, UK.
I hear you.
They always want to
They want to have the upper hand.
they always want to see you uncomfortable in certain situations. They'll actually try to make you uncomfortable in certain situations to rattle you. When you show a baby you calm about shit, you get it has an effect on her.
So, it's for Professor. Well, what did you call yourself at the beginning?
Professor Playboy Christian.
Playboy Chris. Just tell us when do you know? Like for example, let me give you a scenario. You're with a girl, like you're having a situationship with her, and then midway, like after like a month, when do you know when to say, "Ah man, I'm done"?
When you're in a
Fuck off.
situationship with
Yeah.
her, I think it's when you can sense energy changes. Like when a situationship is good, you get it will be good. It will be good. Like I call, picks up immediately. I call, sees my missed call, calls. I say let's meet, we meet. But bro, when you just sense an energy shift, like for you should stay open. You should stay open. I told you about the baby who went for Christmas and came back. But me, I had already released. Like I had already
You
released.
moved on.
So if even when she came back, called me, blah blah, me, I was having these conversations, but me, I wasn't. Like I wasn't in
You
that
weren't tapped
space
in as much.
as much. I had
But if
released.
she gave you some, you would allow.
Of course.
Type shit. Or some clean job, but
I'll travel and go and get some and come back and say,
Christmas slash.
yeah, basically, like me, I'm not mentally, I'm no longer there. I'm no longer there. But you guys, I feel like as niggas, we should never even mentally be anywhere. Mentally, you guys, we should never be anywhere. Like be we shouldn't even like we shouldn't be close to in a relationship. We shouldn't be as locked in. Should be like 45% locked in. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
No,
man.
let me
It's
tell
not
you,
easy.
it's
Because you see, you
okay.
can-
It's not easy. It's not easy, but you guys keep your level of locked in at 45%. Because bro, these babes right now are confused about jazz. They're confused. You be the one who's locked in, you guy. You'll be like me at 10 p.m. in the field at chuckling, staring at the stage, realizing I've been fucked up.
okay.
So
But
keep it at 45%.
I feel like if it's
Mm.
you do that at the beginning when you're not yet sure about the person.
I guess,
But if you're dating someone, why would you do 45%?
bro, because like you, as a man, you have to like, bro, you have to take care of your mind, bro. Your mind is paramount. You get anything can happen. She can cheat on you. She
Those
might be a
babes.
no, she might be a
Then
wild
those
babe.
dates.
No,
Get your,
no, let me tell you, prepare yourself.
like three chicks
Okay,
and
let
you
me
know
ask
how
you.
bad she was.
Let me ask you. You're married and your babe and your wife cheats on you. What will your reaction be?
My wife.
You see?
I
Let me
don't
tell
know.
you. Let me tell you.
But-
That is
but
why.
like you
That's
see,
why I tell niggas to learn to. You see, part of learning to release a baby is to understand that okay, I'm in
But
this situation, but I'm not here
So it
100%.
but for marriage it's different.
Bro,
Because it's not like you're going to divorce because of one car thing.
nigga.
You would divorce that chick.
No, but what if I've caught her cheating, and boy, I want to forgive her, but mentally she's no longer in the relationship. She has been cheating because she's tired of me. What am I going to do as a man? As a man, what am I going to do?
You just let it slide.
No, you can't let it slide. The relationship is over because she no longer wants you.
If it's over, then she
It's
moves
over.
on.
It's over.
Then
But
she
like
moves on.
mentally, how are you feeling?
You move on.
No, you will
It's
move
easy-
on.
It's easy for a guy.
No, you will move on, but you are 100% locked in. That means you will feel pain for years. But a guy who was always at 45%, even as a married guy, will be cow.
Look, you have a point.
Be cow. You're always in the release stage, but it's bad mentally to always be in the release stage.
That's the thing. Everything
Mentally,
is
mm.
everything is like it's like you.
But
you're
like,
gambling.
In terms of like mental health and taking care of your mind, it's the best place to be. I've discovered the best place to be. Otherwise,
But I don't know, man. Me, I feel like for guys, it's easier to move on.
it's easier to move on, but guys are human beings. They have emotions, yeah, guy.
Yeah, but like it's not
Proper
like
emotions.
as strong compared to the girls.
How would, bro, guys have had a guy of mine whom a babe fucked over and he was plotting a revenge. He was making a revenge plot. Can you
For the
imagine?
chick.
For that chick.
That's weak. That's weak. That guy should come to our pod and we first
I mean,
fix that guy. What the
The
fuck?
guy was plotting some revenge plot, like, because she had fucked him or up, then she was trying to come back in his life. Then he wanted to, but we talked him out of it. But it was a thorough revenge plot, you guy.
Well, did it involve like what? Violence and shit?
Nah, not violence, but like he wanted
to
to mentally strangle her,
yeah.
emotionally and mentally strangle her. It was some proper revenge plot in that
Getting
way.
with a
You
best friend or something.
guy, the guy had
at least
he had a slideshow on his laptop.
of what he's going to do. That's crazy, man. What did that chick do to him?
He was so much in love with her babe, but she wasn't locked in. That's why I always tell niggas, be in the release stage, bro. be free.
Okay, look, yeah.
But like that guy it was still a revenge thing. You guys be on that jazz. What else has happened this week? Ever talked about love?
This
What
week.
has happened this week, you guys stopped watching TikTok. I think that's where I used to get my news.
Yeah, the news.
Yeah, that's where I used to
Everything, I
get
don't know,
my
it's-
news.
I feel like this week has been a bit more calm. Things all like even
How's the war in Iran going?
calm, like everything.
I watched a video of
I've
Trump
seen
blaming Hexeth for the war.
Man, Trump is stupid. I was a Trump guy, but
I've always wondered, all the people that supported Trump are now really disappointed. They now know this guy is a joker. Like, bro, bro, I
No,
wonder.
no, he
You
just
even
has a very high ego, bro.
you even ever that guy was for him it was always been about trying to be the that guy wanted to be an actor, right? Tried to make he failed to make it in Hollywood as an actor. He always wanted to be the celebrity.
Man, that guy.
So man, guys who always look shit with that guy make me laugh.
That time I had he gave them about 48 hours to open the Strait of what?
Of Hormuz,
That
some
one.
shit like that.
The first nothing happened.
Not
Stupid
you're
guy.
disappointed.
If you make a thing, stand on it.
Okay, have you seen that image of Bill Clinton, like Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, and this scientist who was that guy who used to be in a wheelchair and used to use a machine to talk. Have you seen that image?
He was in Epstein files. Yeah.
Have you seen that image of Donald Trump like he was like a donkey? Bill Clinton was sitting on him, and then this scientist was laying there in a ballet dress.
But was
And
it
Epstein
real?
was
Was
there.
it real?
Might
have
be
been
real.
AI,
It
but,
might have been AI, but you guys, do you know that? But in the Epstein files, they have pictures of Epstein, Trump, and Clinton with that guy.
Yeah, I saw him. He was with young girls.
Have you seen him with young girls? Yo,
That guy has kids.
he had kids, but you
Before,
guys,
before he got that illness.
yeah. Do you know that his wife left him? Then he got another woman, but she used to abuse him sexually.
That Clifford guy.
That guy, Clifford guy, she used to abuse him over her sexually or some shit, but he used to be kawa with it as if.
He likes it.
Oh, he was a weird guy.
But like everybody went to Epstein Island.
No, but he was a weird guy. See, before he got that illness, he was at Cambridge. The guy was a party animal. He was like, he was doing his PhD like at 21. So he was doing
PhD at 21.
21. These are bright people. So now the guy was partying. Then all of a sudden, he went and he was diagnosed with the disease. That's when he went to the classroom. But he was socializing. But that was his jazz. It was his jazz until he finally got the disease.
So wait, when did he get the kids? Before it?
He got the kids when
Early. When he was
the
studying.
disease was it was motor neuron disease. So his brain was causing his muscles to decay. And the doctors told him he was going to die at 27 or he was going to die that year or 5. They gave him 5 years to die. He died at 76. Can you imagine? So
Like,
you're going
all
to
your
die.
muscles decay. Like
Your muscles decay. Like
Even-
I'm a guy like this, then all of a sudden my muscles decay. So I'm now crippled. Like I can't control my bones.
even
I
Diagua.
don't know. I don't know about that.
Like I think stands like this.
Ah, there's another guy.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
another guy. Another movie I watched. It was by Andrew Garfield. This guy was working in Kenya, and then he got polio. Polio that time. Like imagine getting polio as an adult. I don't think we can get polio because for us we're vaccinated.
Yeah.
But he got polio as an adult. Now, bro, they rushed him to the UK, but he lost control of the entire lower part of his body. But apparently, him and his wife they were still doing things.
When he lost control.
Yeah, and I was wondering how was that happening?
My nigga. Okay, how does he, like erect?
I don't know, you get.
Crazy.
But like him and his wife, they were together, and his wife was with him until the day. Actually, for him, she was with him until he decided to like end his life, like assisted dying, some shit like that. But she was with him until it ended.
He killed himself.
Yeah, they got a doctor to do it for them. No, because he wanted to die when it happened. Because him and his wife, they had just had a baby. And then, like, his wife told him to stay alive for their kid. So they kept him alive. Like, he had a machine. He had, like, his wheelchair was different because polio had affected his entire lower body to the point where he couldn't breathe for himself. So the doctors cut a hole in his throat and they passed the tube there. So that's how he used to breathe and shit. But the guy persevered for 21 years just so that his kid would grow up. Then when it was done, you guy at like the older he got, the older, because 21 years without having that disease and like you can't use the lower part of your body, your man, it like even like there were times where his throat where like they used to pass oxygen, it used to more bleed. So he also realized he was about to die, so he got a doctor, and doctor said, but as if for him and his wife they used to do those things. I don't know how.
That's what they said.
I saw some scene in the movie.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
But you guys, you never pray to have those diseases. This Hawkins guy used to do you imagine do you know like how a lizard crawls? He used to crawl up the stairs to his bedroom every night.
Yeah, why, man, Katina, you're such a guy. Katina, why do you sleep up when you know you?
No, but
Why do you
like
sleep
you know, as a
upstairs when
man, he
you know?
didn't. You know that is it was the disease that these are guys who were like proud as men. It
Yeah,
was just the disease that affected them, but he never wanted the disease to affect his manhood to that extent. The guy used to crawl up and put himself to bed
every day.
every day. I'm serious, jazz.
Katina, I wonder why even those guys used to take him to the island like that.
Bro, that guy was a celebrity. He was the most famous scientist in the world when he was alive. Like he was Einstein level
Yeah.
of fame. Bro, Einstein was another. What the fuck, bro? Close that door, bro. Here, had,
Did you text him?
had
Let's pause.
Saturday. Welcome back. Sorry for that brief interruption. Okay, I've always wanted. Do you watch anime? You don't, eh?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, if you watch anime, bro, and you look at the female characters, you'll just know that the guys who draw these female characters are the horniest Japanese men
They make
on
them.
the
They,
planet.
they make
They give them
busty
big
boobs.
boobs. You guys,
That's a fuck.
that's the standard, bro.
Busty boobs. They don't have. They don't really have like
Mm.
like.
They,
a lot
they don't
of
give them
us,
anything else,
the
but they
boobs.
give them
But
big
like,
boobs.
that's a typical Asian woman. By
That's
the way.
no, it's not that typical.
Typical sexy Asian woman.
Hey, that's their beauty standard for
Yeah.
like sexy, big boobs.
That's the thing. Like, even like their models and
Hey.
shit. Most of them are.
As an African watching that shit, I'd be like, bro, these guys are horny. But why don't they give them some ass?
That's how it is. It's like.
And then,
eh,
like the characters of the women, they be having big boobs. Like a woman with big boobs, she looks really mature, but she talks like a child and acts like a
like
child.
her voice is small.
Like her voice is small, and their characteristics are children.
Yeah.
I was talking to some babe from class who watches anime, and she was like, that's how they expect their babes to behave. And like, if you want to be sexy, like in Japan or Korea, you have to have big boobs
That's
and act like a child.
like a tiny voice.
You have like a tiny voice.
Yeah.
You've watched even those like Japanese characters in American films. They be talking like children, you guys. Be talking like children. Whenever I see that shit, you guys, I just be laughing. They always give them big boobs. Crazy. Anyways, yeah. So it's been a nice pod, and I will see you guys next week. See you guys next week.